welcome to Juicy Highlights, and I'm your host, Stephanie Gerger. Tonight we are covering a band that's been creating an underground buzz from coast to coast. Now this band has recently released their EP album by the name of Sound Like a Riot, as well as premiering their video, Grind. Now since I've been covering the Grammys, I definitely feel like this band will be the future Grammy nominee, and they go by the name of Game Rebellion. Alright guys, so go ahead and introduce your names.
What's going on? Tyler Durden, Nedic. Aaron.
How you doing? My name is Ahmed.
Yo, Hembe is my name. I play guitar in GameRebellion.com.
Emmy, keyboards.
You look like you're about to say something else.
Yeah, mad more shit.
Alright, so as far as you guys coming together as a group, how did you guys meet? Who wants to answer that?
We met on eHarmony. That's why we get along. Now, we met playing music in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Aaron has been making big noise all over the Union Mission machine. You know what I'm saying? Playing all over at Cafe Y and Groove. So you can't miss him. I'm doing production. I was doing some guitar work with people, session work, songwriting here and there. Emmy was the go-to keyboard player in New York City when we met him. Unfortunately, playing with this band made people not want to play with Did a show one night for a label, opened up for a signed artist that's pretty big, still has records out, and we were supposed to open up with another band that had asked me and Nedic to jam with them. When the shit hit the fan, they left, and it was just me and Nedic on the stage, and the label was like, nah, we want the other band to perform, and we was like, we're not having that. So me and Nedic started playing, and we jumped up on stage, got on the keys, and that's how, we didn't even know him. I was going to hit him with my guitar. I'm glad I didn't know, because he got a strong right. It's just crazy. So that's how Game Rebellion kind of formed. We always have each other's back. And, you know, the problem, though, we always ask seconds. We ask questions second, and we act first. So if anyone ever needs us to do anything mobilizing and moving, anyone in this band, we got their back, especially when it involves music.
So after all of that happening, when it comes to the name Game Rebellion itself, what does it mean exactly?
I mean, Game Rebellion is just, every time we step on stage, it seems like it's a rebellion against something. For some reason, we come there to do something, and they want us to do something else, whether it's play less songs, play more songs, play at a funny time, and it just feels like, I'm going to let everybody else speak, but in our introduction into the music business in New York City, it has been about always coming prepared to open up a rebellion, you know, and luckily people like our music enough to come and they always got our back, but we've definitely been at places. I remember being in the room with this guy where they, you know, we pretending to have things and they really have things and all we want is our money, but that's what we left with, and that's what it's always been about, Game Rebellion, you know, and you know.
And who are some of your musical influences?
I mean, I think the best part about being in Game Rebellion is the fact that this band's musical palette is so vast and so wide, and we listen to such an array of music as individuals. When we come together as a collective, our experience is crazy because, you know, what we can pull from is insane. You know, Aaron can pull from jazz all the way down to rock. Ahmed can pull from, you know, Eastern music, from you know, to you know, Western pop music. Yohembe listens to everything, so, you know, Emmy clearly can play anything he wants to do. So basically, it's like we have the ability to do whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? Musically. So I mean, it's great because my influences as a musician can be way over here. You know, I listen to Bjork and Prince, you know, and Radiohead, you know. And, you know, obviously all the fucking Jay-Z, hip-hop, you know what I mean? But that's me, you know. For them, they're going to have their own things. And when we come together, we appreciate everything that everybody brings to that table. It's like a big pot of gumbo.
So, as Rabbit, who would you say that you are compared to?
I would say that we make that Friday afternoon, 2:59, ADD kid in the back of the class music. Right before the bell's about to ring, Game Rebellion comes on in their head, and they like, I gotta get the fuck out of this fucking classroom because I don't believe anything this fucking teacher's saying. That's the music that we make.
Elgon, Nasarima, New York, stand up, Game Rebellion, yo. Fuckers killed it. We got twin guitar players, man. Killing it.
No, that shit don't get attention.
Yeah.
We just look like crazy Australian dudes.
And this is definitely crazy. So I know the album cover and the tour is titled Sounds Like a Riot. Where did you guys get that name from to even go that way, as far as, like, you know, for the album?
I mean, I don't think it's much of a stretch of imagination there. You listen, sounds like, what does it sound like? Sounds like a riot. What does a riot sound like? Well, you hear bottles breaking, you hear people screaming, you see people going crazy, hairs are flying off of people's head. This guy's jumping over here, the other one's grabbing that thing to swing at the other guy.
But who came up with that title, though? That's what I'm curious.
I think it was Nedic.
I think it came by a question like what you've been asking. What does our music sound like?
Sounds like a riot. I didn't know. I thought it was an attack.
What label would you guys love to be signed with? If you had, okay, but if you had a choice outside of
Whatever's
yours.
the best business move and lets us keep our artistic integrity and let the, as long as they understand that we are not something that you need to start or fix, but we are a force to be reckoned with. We've been working hard and we make very strategic moves. This is Game Rebellion. We're not playing. Free integrated. That's our management company. Big love. Keith, Diane.
Alright, and as far as with the bands, this question is if anybody wants to follow y'all, how can they do that? Book, MySpace.
Yeah, you can go to Facebook, you can go to MySpace, you can go to GameRebellion.com, you can go to the Juicy Highlights blog, because she always has the inside information about our videos and our tours. You can check us out on all those places, you know what I mean? Go to Twitter at Game_Rebellion, and then we got Nedic Rebel at Twitter. Also, you can check us out at the free integrated page on YouTube. If you go on Google, and you type in Game Rebellion, you will see everything right there.
You guys, if you were able to even keep up with this interview, because for me, they were a handful. But anyway, I definitely thought they were hot. Their performance is electrifying in so many other ways I could describe this performance. But for me, I definitely see a future for them. So make sure to keep a lookout for them. Until then, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I'm your host, Stephanie Gerger. Holla!
Not a can't stand. My mama told me to stay away from alcohol.